Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Same as Naya. And thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. Today, we'll be talking something very important. And this video is really very upsetting because a lot of people are still going to ask you, is this still happening or did it happen recently or something that happened in night? These are the recent videos, right? And the fact that all these are still happening today tells you a whole lot about how these people act, especially when they see someone that look like me, right? And this video is actually about a pop-colored woman who actually was running. I think, like, she was like, the speed limit for the route she took was just 35, and she was blowing 55, and she was followed home by a cop and all that. And this woman was so rude. And I am asking, people like me do not have this opportunity to probably beat the traffic, run, and they get you home, and they still have to speak to you nicely because they probably don't know who you are and all that. We do not have that privilege. We get tased straight up. We get pew straight up on the leg or somewhere, like straight up. And a black child who actually went out for protest, finished and was going home, was like kind of arrested. And they were shining torchlight on his butt crack, trying to look for what I don't know. And I am asking, what were you people looking for in his butts? These are the things you see, and it is very obvious that they actually know what they are doing. You know what? Let's get into this.
Bear with me here because it is a sad day in Monroe County, New York. This is Sandra Dorley, and she is the prosecuting district attorney in Monroe County, New York. And she was doing 55 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone when the police attempted to pull her over. She fled and went home. And you all know how this turns out whenever people flee from the police and go home. So this video may be too shocking for some of you all to watch, but bear witness as Sandra goes home. I'm gonna need you all to bear with me for a moment because it is a sad day in Monroe County, New York. This is Sandra Dorley, and she is the prosecuting district attorney in Monroe County, New York. Well, sad to say that Sandra has gone home. Yes, that's right. She was doing 55 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone when police attempted to pull her over. And Sandra did not stop. Sandra must have feared for her life because she kept driving until she got home. And we all know what happens when the police attempt to pull you over and you do not comply. So, this video is going to be hard for some of you all to watch. Let's take a look at how Sandra went home.
Sorry, I'm the DA. I was going 55 coming home from work.
55 and a 35.
I don't really care.
Okay.
So you can call Dennis.
Can you please come over here? This is on a traffic stop, ma'am.
Yes, it is. You can call Dennis Kohlmeyer right now.
Okay. I'm telling you why I stopped you. You didn't stop at all. Did you not hear my lights or sirens or anything?
No, I didn't actually. I was on the phone.
Okay. Well, you're not supposed to be on the phone while you're driving either.
Yes, I am with the hands-free. Absolutely.
Okay. Why are you so upset at me? I'm doing my job. You just admitted to me that you were going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
To leave me alone. It's
Officer Christopher. Can you stay over here, ma'am? This is a traffic. This is a legal traffic stop. Do you have your ID?
No, it's in my purse. Here.
You have your purse right there.
No, this is my lunch. Would you talk to Dennis? This is ridiculous. Go away.
Hello, sir. Good. Ma'am, can you please stay at the back? This is legal traffic stop. Can you please stay over here?
No. Hey, baby, get your little guy out of here.
Sir, I stopped her for going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
On Phillips Road.
And she failed to stop. She drove all the way back home and parked in her garage. And now she's not complying with any of my commands. Ma'am, do not go inside.
Oh, my God.
Yep. Yep. All right. Ma'am, come outside. You can't just go inside. This is a traffic stop. Here's your phone back.
I understand the law better than you. Would you just
953. Can you have a supervisor come to the scene?
No. Get out of my fucking house.
I don't know why you're acting like this towards me.
Because
Can you please go to the back of the vehicle?
I'm not going to. I'm home. Okay, 55.
I don't care if you got home. You were supposed to stop at Phillips Road when I pulled you over. When my lights were initiated.
I didn't know you were stopping me. There was lots of other people on the road.
I was right behind you.
Yeah? There were other people on the road, too.
Okay, I was directly behind you.
I'm not dealing with you right now.
Can you please step over here?
I'm not going to.
What is the reason you're so against what I'm doing? I'm doing my job. You say you're a DA?
I am the DA.
Okay.
Okay, let me get you my badge. I am the DA of Monroe County.
I just don't understand the hostility towards me. I'm doing my job.
You're being an asshole.
How am I being an asshole?
I am the DA of Monroe County.
I understand
Yes,
that, but that doesn't give you a right to go 55 and a 35. And you even admitted to me that you went 50. I understand that, ma'am. I understand that.
You know what? If you give me a traffic ticket, that's fine. I'm the one who prosecutes it, okay? Just go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
And you, out of everyone, should know that if there's a legal traffic stop, which I have the right to detain you until this is done.
Then just write me the fucking ticket. I really don't care.
Okay. Well, then just hang out at the back of the car.
Because I'm the one that's going to prosecute myself. You know what I'll do with the ticket?
What? She didn't go home? She just went home? I'm black. Y'all told me she went home. I thought you all meant home. Well, it seems like the police can deal with people who are not complying with their orders without unaliving them. If you're white. I said what I said. Now, if you would like to know the circumstances of why these police officers are accosting this young black child and humiliating him in public by pulling his pants down and shining a flashlight up his ass, let's get it. So last night in Washington, D.C. at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, while the president and members of the media and comedians were roasting each other and Donald Trump, outside, thousands of protesters showed up to show their support for Palestine by chanting "Shame on you" as guests filed past them going into the Correspondents' Dinner. So with all those active protesters around at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, who do you think the DC police would target? If you said a young black child riding his bike, you would be correct. And if you said they humiliated him in public, you would also be correct.
What are they doing? I don't know. I was wondering that myself. What they do is kind of humiliating. Yeah. It's humiliating. You're at a protest. All right, let's get the young black kid. It's always the young black kid. We'll get the young black kid, and let's pull his pants and put a flashlight up his ass. But then the white cops leave, and they leave it to the black cops. You see that a lot in D.C.
Yes, you heard correctly. They proceeded to pull his pants down and shine a flashlight on the crack of his ass. Oh, but we're not finished, because a protester approached them and asked them what were they doing.
I was asking one of the police officers that wasn't involved, I was saying, why are you arresting a kid that just wanted to bike through this lane that he probably bikes through every day? He said, well, you don't know if this kid was on his way to kill somebody. You don't know if he had a bomb or a knife or if he was planning to rob someone. You have no idea. The kids in this area, they're terrible. They're very, they commit a lot of crime, basically. You don't know what it's like to live here, basically. Which is funny because he's from New York. So he moved here from New York.
He said that to you about that kid?
Yes. I think it's important to note that the officer was also black. Also, there was another officer hiding his badge, hiding his face and taking pictures of us, or not me, but some of the other protesters. Just a lot of waffling around the point, which I understand that they have no, they don't have to give us a clear answer necessarily, but it was a lot of basically saying this kid could have been a killer, or this kid could be on his way to kill someone. And he said, there's a reason why a lot of these kids these days are committing so much crime is because they don't have fathers. And it was funny because his father was actually there at the scene.
His father came to pick him up.
Yes.
So the police officer assumed he didn't have a father when his father came to pick him up.
Yes, and then he was saying, and we said, well, his father's right there, and he said, well, that's what we're saying. If his father hadn't been there, he could have been calling us names, saying, fuck 12.
So even when he was proven wrong.
Yes, yeah, his father was at the scene, and that's when he said that. He said, oh, if my father weren't the strongman that he was, I wouldn't be here, which is interesting because they're both father. The boy's father was right there. I don't really understand.
Fuck 12, regardless of the color of their skin, because as long as you continue to handle the glizzy of white supremacy so willingly, eventually you're going to swallow it.
So this is all I got from this, and it's really very sad that something like this is still happening. A lot of people are going to ask you, when did this happen? Is it this year, last year, next year, and all of that? It is still happening. That's stereotype. He already has said it all that, there are kids coming, he might be on his way to commit crime. Someone he doesn't know, just because he's a young black boy, someone that looked like me for that reason, he has been already stereotyped. He might be out there to go do something bad. And then see how to pull his pants, then flash torchlight on his crack butts and all that, because they are looking for, what are you looking for on somebody's butt? What are you searching for that you have to pull somebody's pants to look for what you did not keep for in his butts? I am yet to understand. And not just only that, this is not that stereotype. He also went further to say that he might actually be committing crime because they do not have fathers. So who told him that he doesn't have fathers? Doesn't have a father? How did that, how did that, I don't see the connection. You stop someone, just all of a sudden you started stereotyping in front of other people, because there were other people also that went to protest and all that. So those people, you guys, they did not do anything to them because they are pump colored or other people of color. They are not dark like me. So, but the black man has already been he has gone through storage and all of that. See, I keep saying this. Each time we talk about white privilege and all that, or brown color skin privilege and the rest of it, people are going to ask me, they'll tell me that they do not have any privilege. But you see all this happening, it is all privilege, because people like me do not have this privilege, because each time they see me out there already, I have been profiled before they even stop me. That's why each time we talk about black kids being unalive, or black kids growing up so fast, because they really have to grow up so fast because the street is not good for them. The street is very dangerous. And that's why each time we talk about colored parents teaching their kids about all this and all, they say, no, your history is very violent. But they forgot that when they do not teach their kids some certain things, it gets our own kids, our own brothers, nephew, and all that, even nieces and all that, it gets them hurt. And then you all saw the first video that played, 35, and she was saying 55. They followed her home, and you saw how rude she was. You can imagine if that were to be someone that looked like me, what would have happened? That probably will be the last day of that person. I am sorry to say, but that is the truth. If I don't say it, who is going to say it? It's been happening. We've been seeing it. It's not like I am trying to make all this up. You also saw that. I have seen people like me just for driving, and they get they use tasers on them straight up. You don't know this person. You did not see this person committing, but they have already sensed that there is something, you probably, or you are armed, or you probably just because of your skin color, they've already profiled you and start torturing you for no reason. Police brutality, white supremacists. It is really time all this end, because if we don't speak about it, it is going to, so we're going to keep shedding light on all this. Is it happening? It is happening. It's 2024, and they're going to tell us it's been long ago. Get over it. We are not getting over it. This is